Hello everyone, welcome to another tour today. 39 Awesome Travel Company. I wish like introduce myself. My name is Trần. A wish of travel we will comment with our groups on this tour. Recently of group had right in Quảng City and our groups is friendly after farmers visiting sport a spot of Quảng with the Thing Mountain. Quảng is ancient cultural proof in Vietnam with many beautiful landscapes. But when I come to Quảng, people often talk about the beauty of the mountain, the Thai River, the symbol of the landscapes of Quảng profile. On National Highway, when I across the road run towards the north south, I 183 kilometers from Hanoi Canton. Quảng City located right on the banks of Chakop River. Chakop River also now is Chà Giang or Chà River. Here last river also must see national for many visitors to Quảng. Chà River originate from the top of Dak Tro mountain, contemporary 2,320 meters high. Chà River is made up of four rivers flowing to the east, crossing the boundary in Quảng City and the into the sea through Đại Cô Lý history with a length of 130 kilometers flowing through many years of still mountain. Birds coming to Quảng City, the river flows more slowly, making the scenery of the city. By the river bearing more peaceful and just beauty. Feeling of tourists from Hanoi is basically feeling. As for when I came here, I online tour of the tourists with the beautiful beaches, but the beauty of the river makes me very impressed. Perhaps take it on one of the physical landscapes. First the sea, then the river section through the city till reaching its interesting and peaceful beach. I like to know the view of the control tracks just on the banks reaching out to riverbed to catch the sun. Explore and both after day as the first to see then the river. The river second through the city still reaching is a rustic and peaceful future. I like the most the view of the cushion stretch. The bank reaches us on riverbed to catch the sun. It sports and both after days as the reaching fully on the to the light on the beach by the river. The air will cool. It feels so good. It feels so good. It's very at the beautiful river with Buddhist beauty of the symbol get to and makes the girl the sunshine in fresh beauty as well as it had a future into people in Quảng. Coming to Quảng visitor cornice is called another farmer's land gets with Thing Motion. Thing Motion is 106 meters high, bar pitch and 3 feet 5 kilometers kilometer most head of city in any degrees. Looking from first, people can see the mountain has a gesture head like a sea from the sky. Learning through to the river, so the senses this landscape, the sea of the galaxy in the first of the sky. The sea of the heaven set into the river. On the mountain there is Thiên Ấn a pagoda. Built in 1695. The road to the top of the mountain flow in the flow in the southern slope in a steeple. The road requires enjoying with again to slope, so it's very careful to go up the mountain by car or motorbike visitor, and also this line to the top of the mountain, which first in prison standing on the top of the mountain is just this is very cool. From here, visitor can enjoy a promised view of the peaceful Quang Hải city in the cool green Char River, which such characteristics in the midst of Quang Hải people think emotion and Char River a flower, the sky symbol of mountain water. On major oases, thousands of the people from on our walk come to worship and miss Thiên Ấn pagoda. Visitor can visit to birth instead of great plastic mentioning estimating decision of the democracy reflect of Vietnam and to can recently pay on the scale mountain, and when it comes to Earth mountain river, the first of every tier of Quang Hải always filled with friend in the homeless, and mountain river is like a pattern the nature has between on this land and its people. And that's my introduction to the scenic instruct mountain Song Trà. I'm sure our girls is very easy to visit, right? Don't let our family wait for a long time. I would like to inspire our family to come out tomorrow to our first excursion is the tour visiting Pagoda.